In the contested waters of the South China Sea, where the blue expanse hides centuries of conflict and ambition, a silent battle unfolds every day. Here, the boundaries of nations are not just lines on a map, but living, shifting realities, shaped by the tides and the will of those who dare to defend them. The BRP Sierra Madre stands as a battered but unyielding symbol of the Philippines' claim. Once a proud naval vessel, it now serves a new purpose, its weathered hull transformed into a beacon of resistance, a testament to the nation's determination to hold its ground. Its rusted hull, grounded on 2nd Thomas Shoal since 1999, is more than a relic. It's a frontline outpost. The ship's corroded steel tells a story of endurance, of a nation refusing to be swept aside by the currents of history or the pressure of a powerful neighbor. Filipino Marines live aboard, surrounded by the constant threat of modern Chinese Coast Guard ships. Their daily lives are marked by vigilance and uncertainty, as they watch the horizon for any sign of encroachment or escalation. Their presence is a daily act of defiance, holding the line against a far more powerful neighbor. Each day spent on the Sierra Madre is a statement. The Philippines will not yield, no matter the odds or the isolation. The Sierra Madre is a David and Goliath story in steel and corrosion, a lonely fortress in a sea of tension. It stands isolated, battered by storms and salt, yet unbroken, a solitary sentinel in the vastness of the South China Sea. For Manila, it's a matter of national pride and sovereignty. For Beijing, a challenge to its ambitions. The ship is more than a military outpost. It is a flashpoint in a larger struggle for influence, resources, and the rule of law in one of the world's most strategic waterways. The ship's decay mirrors the erosion of international norms in the region. As the hull rusts, so too do the agreements and conventions meant to keep peace, tested by the relentless push and pull of competing interests. Every resupply mission is a high-stakes operation, as China seeks to block even the delivery of food and water. Filipino boats must navigate not just the treacherous waters, but also the ever-present threat of interception, harassment, or worse. The families of those stationed on the Sierra Madre wait anxiously on shore, their hopes and fears tied to each successful delivery. For them, the ship is not just a symbol, but a lifeline, its fate intertwined with the lives of their loved ones. The world watches, knowing the fate of this vessel could shape the future of the Indo-Pacific. Journalists, diplomats, and strategists track every development, aware that a single incident here could ripple across the globe. The Sierra Madre's continued presence is a direct challenge to China's sweeping claims. Its silhouette on the horizon is a daily reminder that the Philippines will not be intimidated into silence or retreat. Its Marines are the human face of resistance, their courage inspiring a nation. Through hardship and uncertainty, they embody the spirit of defiance, showing the world that sovereignty is not just a word, but a commitment lived out every day. This rusting ship is not just a symbol, it's the front line in a global contest over law and power. The struggle here is about more than territory, it is about the principles that will define the future of the region and the world. The struggle for the Sierra Madre is a struggle for the soul of the South China Sea, a test of resolve, unity, and the enduring power of hope against overwhelming odds. Life aboard the Sierra Madre is a relentless test of endurance and spirit. The Marines stationed here live in cramped, rusting quarters, where every inch of space is precious and privacy is a luxury. Water is strictly rationed, and every meal is a reminder of the supply chain's fragility. The constant threat of confrontation hangs over them, making even moments of rest uneasy. Yet, despite these hardships, the Marines remain vigilant, knowing that their presence is crucial to their nation's claim. Cut off from the mainland, these Marines rely entirely on perilous resupply missions. Each delivery is a lifeline, bringing not just food and water, but also news from home and a sense of connection to the outside world. These missions are fraught with danger, as Chinese vessels often attempt to block or harass the supply boats, turning a routine task into a high-stakes operation. Chinese Coast Guard and maritime militia ships routinely block, ram, and intimidate Philippine supply boats. Water cannons and aggressive maneuvers transform simple deliveries into tense, high-risk confrontations. The Marines and supply crews must remain calm and resolute, knowing that any misstep could escalate the situation. The psychological toll of this constant pressure is immense. Days blur together under the weight of uncertainty and isolation. Yet the Marines' resolve remains unbroken. Their determination is fueled by a deep sense of duty and patriotism, knowing that their sacrifice is for the greater good. Each successful resupply is more than just a logistical achievement, it's a symbolic victory. Every delivery that makes it through is a message to the world that the Philippines will not be bullied or intimidated. The Marines celebrate these moments, raising their flag with pride and reaffirming their commitment to their mission. These missions are a microcosm of the larger conflict unfolding in the South China Sea. China's so-called gray zone tactics, harassment, intimidation, and psychological warfare are designed to wear down Manila's will and force a quiet surrender. But each mission that succeeds is a setback for those ambitions. The courage of these Marines is the nation's first and most vital line of defense. Their vigilance and bravery send a clear message. The Philippines will stand its ground, no matter the odds. Every voyage through this maritime gauntlet is a stand for sovereignty, a declaration that the Philippines will not yield its rightful territory. The risks are real, but so is the resolve of those who undertake them. China hopes that over time, the Philippines will simply give up. But each mission that pushes through, each crew that refuses to be cowed, proves otherwise. The determination of these Marines and sailors is unwavering. The world is watching. International media capture the bravery and resilience of these crews, shining a spotlight on their struggle and reminding everyone that the fight for sovereignty is not fought in darkness. The battle for the Sierra Madre is waged not just with ships and supplies, but with sheer determination and unity. Every repair, every watch, every act of teamwork is a testament to the Marines' unbreakable spirit. The stakes are nothing less than the Philippines' sovereign rights and national dignity. The Marines of the Sierra Madre stand as living symbols of their country's resolve, holding the line in one of the world's most contested waters. The standoff at Second Thomas Shoal is about more than a rusting ship. It's a battle for the future of the South China Sea. The Philippines' claim rests on international law, backed by a 2016 Hague Tribunal ruling that rejected China's sweeping claims. China ignores the ruling, doubling down on its actions. For Manila, it's about defending territory and identity. For the world, it's about upholding a rules-based order. The South China Sea is a vital artery for global trade. Over a third of shipping passes through these waters. Any conflict here would disrupt the global economy. Ensuring freedom of navigation is a priority for every trading nation. If international law is ignored, it sets a dangerous precedent worldwide. The Philippines' struggle is a test for all nations that value peace and shared rules. The outcome will shape the future of global order. For years, the Philippines stood alone, facing mounting challenges in the South China Sea. Its navy patrolled vast, contested waters with little outside support, often outnumbered and outgunned. But now, the world's military powers are taking notice, and the tides are beginning to shift. The United States, as Manila's treaty ally, has made clear that attacks on Philippine forces could trigger mutual defense commitments. This alliance, rooted in decades of cooperation, is now more relevant than ever as tensions rise in the region. U.S. warships conduct regular freedom of navigation operations, sailing through disputed waters to assert international rights and signal unwavering resolve. These missions are a visible reminder that the U.S. stands ready to defend its allies and uphold maritime law. European powers, Britain, France, and Germany, are also stepping up, sending their own warships and joining multinational exercises in the Indo-Pacific. Their involvement marks a significant shift, showing that the defense of international norms is not just an American concern. These deployments, though smaller than the U.S. navies, are politically significant. They demonstrate a growing consensus among Western democracies that the Indo-Pacific security is a shared responsibility. NATO countries increasingly view China's assertive actions as a threat to sovereignty and international law everywhere, not just in Asia. Their leaders are voicing support for a rules-based order, emphasizing that aggression in one region undermines stability worldwide. By supporting the Philippines, these nations are defending the very system that underpins global peace and prosperity. Their presence is a statement of solidarity, reinforcing the idea that no country should face coercion alone. Their presence sends a powerful message. Coercion will be met with unity, and any attempt to change the status quo by force will face collective resistance. The security of the Indo-Pacific is now seen as inseparable from Europe's own. What happens in these waters can ripple across continents, affecting trade, security, and the balance of power. This growing coalition is a clear warning to Beijing that the world is watching closely. Every maneuver, every escalation, is being tracked and scrutinized by a united international community. The Philippines is no longer isolated. It stands with a united front of allies and partners, drawing strength from a global network committed to its defense. The stakes have become truly global. The outcome of this contest will shape not just the future of the Philippines, but the rules and order that govern the world's oceans. China's strategy is gray zone warfare, conflict below the threshold of open war. Instead of warships, China uses its coast guard and maritime militia to harass and intimidate. These white and blue hulled vessels block, ram, and use water cannons, always stopping short of outright battle. The goal: make it too costly for the Philippines to maintain its presence. The maritime militia, disguised as fishing boats, swarm disputed reefs and disrupt Philippine operations. This blurs the line between civilian and military, complicating any response. China's constant, overwhelming presence slowly normalizes its control. The salami slicing tactic is hard to counter. Military force risks escalation, but protests alone are ineffective. The Philippines and its allies must find ways to push back against a campaign designed to win without fighting. The challenge is to resist coercion without triggering war. China's gray zone tactics often escalate into dangerous confrontations. Chinese Coast Guard ships have rammed and collided with Philippine supply boats, deliberate acts of aggression. Water cannons, powerful enough to shatter windows and injure crew, have been used repeatedly. In March 2024, a water cannon attack injured Filipino Navy personnel, marking a serious escalation. The Philippines documents these incidents, sharing footage with the world to expose China's actions. This transparency is a key counter-strategy, rallying international support. Each collision risks catastrophe, a sinking, a fatality, or even a wider conflict. The Filipino crews know the risks, but their professionalism never wavers. They are on the front lines of a standoff, where the margin for error is razor-thin. Their courage is a testament to their commitment to national defense. The world watches, knowing a single misstep could spark a crisis. International support for the Philippines is now more than words, it's action. Joint patrols with the US, Australia, Japan, and European navies challenge China's claims and demonstrate resolve. These patrols build cooperation and send a powerful message. The Philippines is not alone. Large-scale military exercises like Balikatan now include more allies and focus on maritime defense. Allies are helping modernize the Philippine military with new ships, equipment, and training. This support transforms the Philippines from a passive victim to a more capable actor. The coalition's assistance is crucial for building credible defense. The message is clear: Manila's sovereignty matters to the world. The Philippines is becoming a confident partner, not just a recipient of aid. The United Front is changing the balance in the South China Sea. The South China Sea struggle is a global test of the post-war order. If China can seize territory by force, it weakens the system that keeps peace worldwide. Other nations from Eastern Europe to Asia see direct parallels to their own security. The principle of freedom, of navigation, is at stake. These waters are vital to the global economy. Major trading nations have a direct interest in keeping sea lanes open. NATO deployments reflect a shared commitment to global commons. The confrontation is a contest between a rules-based order and a world of spheres of influence. The outcome will show which vision prevails in the 21st century. The stakes are high for every nation, not just those in Asia. The world cannot afford to look away. The Philippines has become a determined frontline state, standing up for its rights and for international law. Under President Marcos Jr., Manila has built a coalition of support, showing smaller countries can resist coercion. The Philippines champions the 2016 Arbitral Award and forges alliances with regional and Western partners. Its assertive transparency exposes China's tactics and wins global backing. Military modernization and joint exercises are building real deterrence. The risk of escalation remains, but the Philippines' stand offers hope. A united front can push back against revisionist powers. The struggle of the Marines and supply crews is a fight for a world governed by law, not force. Their courage is a beacon for all who value international solidarity.